If you're walking in the middle of the street and you see any type of animal, let's say a goat or a cow, and it's caged up in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the street, don't try and be a hero and try to save it and release it. Probably call the authorities or RSPCA. Yeah, just saying. Whoever this is out to, anyone who needs to hear this, just think it's important. Hi guys, it's Stephen Geekface. I'm back again with another review for yourself here today, which is for the film called The Forever Purge, which is the 5th one now in the installments of this Purge franchise, which is going on for quite a while now. Got a new director, still produced by Michael Bay and his team, and this film takes straightly after the 4th one. There's some elements that's carried over from the 4th one, and for those who still don't know what these films are about, let me remind you, it takes place in a fiction America where the forefathers, the government, decided to give everyone one day out of the whole year where they can do every single crime they can think of without any repercussions, including murder. And you see how people interact with those who want to do it and those who don't want to do it. I have a love and hate relationship with this movie, and I think these movies don't get the praise they deserve. Interesting premise, some of them are not executed well, but I did enjoy the 3rd one, and I did enjoy the last one that came out, the 4th one as well. 1 and 2 a bit hit or miss. I think they've got loads of political statements which actually portray some of real life, not the killing and the purge and stuff, but some of the information that they talk about, discuss, whether it's to do with race, religion, people's political views. They are kind of addressing them, especially the 3rd one, where it had I remember there was a little nod to Donald Trump potentially, even the marketing ploy. And this film carries on. This film follows these immigrants who come into America, first time experiencing the purge, and they have to find a way to escape and go to somewhere, as the people have decided, some people have decided to not just have the purge for one day, to continue it, hence why the film's called The Forever Purge. I was looking forward to this, to see where this is going. The trailer looked good. So, how does this film do? This film is action-packed. Action's really, really good in this film. I actually enjoyed the most of it. Really good action scenes. It's choreographed, it's very done well. Very violent, so for those a bit queasy about violence, you might not want to watch this film, but I thought it was done really well. The acting was alright as well. There was some familiar people I've seen in other films, and they were very good, they're very convincing. A lot of racial tones in this movie, so if you are a bit sensitive with those subjects, maybe this is not for you, but I felt they were very done well as well, especially it relating to certain types of news and coverage we've had of recently. And the film gave me kind of a creepy feel, especially with the situation we're in right now, all over the world, the pandemic, and people in their homes, and some people coming out of lockdown, some people, and it gave me this kind of what if there was this day where people just lost their minds because they couldn't take it anymore. So it gave me that weird feeling this is kind of it's fiction, but it's kind of mirroring a little bit of life right now that's going on. So it was good that these films, they discuss that, they want to go deep in there, and that's always fun. I think when a movie, can take something that's going on in our world and make it into, a fiction portrayal for us to watch and get us to think about, what's going on in everyday lives. I think they do a really good job in that. The film was nicely paced. It is a long film, but I didn't feel the time. Went on very smoothly. Transitioned from one scene to the other perfectly well. As much as I love the characters, some of the characters did things that were I guess you could say questionably dumb. Did they make any sense? Didn't fit the character. There was some really like laughable stereotypes, like villainy, Joker type characters, and I'm just like, come on, you guys could have written this character much better. And there was this really forced villain towards the end. I was just like, well, where have you come from? We don't care. Why are you here? And it was just funny, like really laughable villains in and stereotypes in this movie. The jump scares in this film are really bad. When this film wants to try and do the whole horror, because this film started as like a horror thriller, you know, it was out on Halloween, I think, the first one and stuff. And when it tries to do it, they're very cheaply done. There was one with relating to a horse, and it was horrible. And there was one done with bats. I'm not gonna say what happens, but it was it was quite laughable. I was like, come on guys, you can just do better. These films have now become action movies, and I think they should embrace it more and probably leave the horror aspect of it. Let the audience decide what's scary to it, because, you know, the whole idea of even having a day where, you know, people do crazy things outside and, you know, things that are not necessarily legal, like killing, and potentially could come into your house and, you know, murder you. I mean, let the audience just find out if that's scary or not. But when they're doing like really bad cheap scares, it took me out of the film a bit. But overall, I had really fun with this movie, and I know they said this is gonna be the last one, but I don't think so. I think the way they ended it, this could potentially go on to more movies and more franchise or spin-offs or whatever they decide to do, and I'm intrigued to see where this goes. So yeah, if you are a fan of the Purge movies, I think you enjoy this one. I think you really enjoy this one. Actually, I really had fun with this one. If you're not a fan with the Purge movies, you don't like any of them, you don't like, you know, the violence or even the premise, then obviously don't bother this one. I don't think it's going to change your mind, but it is different, and I give praise to this franchise is that even though the premise is always the same, they always try and do something different each time and time again. Now, I know this film's been getting a lot of mixed reviews. Some people saying it's great and some people saying it's bad, and I'm gonna be in the liar and say it's actually good, actually fun, good time. I'm definitely gonna watch it again, and I can't wait to see if they decide to make any more, to see where to watch it. I'm gonna give this film a good 7 out of 10. Watchable, action-packed, full of political statements that they made throughout the movie, which, you know, I could relate to or understand, and it was a good time, and I can't wait to see where this goes. So, are you gonna watch this movie? What's your favorite Purge movie? You know, this is a weird question. What would you do if there was a purge? Would you stay in? Would you commit a crime? If you want to let me know in the comments below, then cool. If you don't, that's fine. But let me know what you thought of this movie. If you've seen it, what's your favorite movie? What other films you're looking forward to in this franchise or any other franchise as well in that's coming out this year? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for once again watching another review for myself. There'll be another one coming up soon as possible whenever the film comes out. Guys, remember to like, share, stay blessed, stay geeked. Bye bye.